Boom. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. How's everyone doing? Yes, awesome. If you can tell us where you're from, that would be great to say hello to me. My name is Lauren Powers, and welcome to the Power Hour. This is episode, gosh, I think we're in our 30s now. This is so awesome. Yes, I'm just so excited to be here. I'm going to step on the red carpet in just a few minutes and interview a special guest like I do every week at noon, Mondays, Pacific time. But what I like to do when I start the show is just kind of do a recap of my past week, give you guys what's going on. What was exciting? Let's see. The major exciting thing was that I got to go to Fashion Week in Los Angeles. It was amazing. I had never been to that before, and I love fashion. I love to see the models and them walk the runway. And some of them look so miserable though. Can I just say they were just like so robotic? It was pretty funny. But amazing, amazing designers. There was a ton of people there. They checked everybody, for the COVID thing. LA's pretty strict right now in their rules, but it was really awesome to be there. I went with my designer, Sita Couture, and she dressed me and my friends, and we just had so much fun. It was just VIP everything. We were on it wasn't even a red carpet like I have. It was a yellow carpet with some cars, and there was, I don't know, I'll be posting pictures, you guys. In fact, I'll try and send some while we're on the show. But that's the big highlight of the week. And then, of course, I am security at church. I go to Oceans Church, and where I really just dive into my faith. And I have another faith-filled woman today that's going to be my guest. So I'm super excited for that. She brought some book that we're going to talk about, some quotes. We might pray with you guys. And we just love to hear from you how's your week going, where you're watching us from. Millie's on the red carpet. Got to leave Millie. Coach Millie, there she is. She's proud. My neighbors gave her this dress. Yeah. Yes, the crowd goes crazy over Millie. But anyways, we're real excited to be here. Power Hour. I'm your faith and fitness queen. And today my guest is we're going to talk about some similar things about how important it is, you guys, to make health a habit. I preach this every single week. Why? Because it is so important. It has to be one of our top priorities, especially right now, you guys. I know so many people that are getting sick, and it's just so scary. So she's got some tips as well. She talks about um, God, what is it? Cleansing, the detoxing, how important this is, building our immune systems. And there's just so much to this, you guys. There's a lot of hacks, I call it, that we can kind of beat this system, what's going on. So many people are really going down all around us. I've been seeing it everywhere. I'm hearing stories every single day of family members that are getting sick. Some of my closest friends lost their siblings and their parents due to this crazy virus. And it's just really sad. You guys all know I had it. I had it for 3 weeks. And I really do believe, Laurie, that I got it so I can empower people with my message about the importance of getting your immune system boosted up. Because I know if I wasn't as strong as I was getting it, I wouldn't have come out of it the way I did and not end up in the hospital on a respirator and all these horrible things that are happening to other people. So, anyways, I've got Laurie Parker here. Come on in. Yay. Give Laurie Parker a hand, you guys. She's open to be on my red carpet. Yeah, she's live. It's awesome. So let's talk about, well, first of all, she's here because we're like-minded. And that's another thing, you guys. I really, really want to, and just put that message out to hang out with like-minded people, men and women, that have the same mindset, that are on this path of health, how to beat this thing, how to work around it. There's different, remedies and protocols, cleansing, detoxing, vitamins, supplement. Like there's so many things that you can do that people aren't aware of. And so I feel that I'm so empowered to get new things out there, new products, new behind the scenes things that so people can level up their health, make it a priority. But it always starts with what? Mindset.
Mindset,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So Laurie and I have the same mindset. We have actually the same name. That's my real name. It's Laurie, just like you spell it.
Didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yes. But I love the name Lauren, so I changed it. And now my other name is MacDonald with the M. So now I changed it to Lauren M. Powers.
I'm Laurie M. Parker.
Well, there you go. You see?
We have the same initials.
See how?
Oh my gosh.
LMP, baby. LMP, high five. Anyways, I want to welcome her to the show. She just drove in. Again, you guys know I don't script this. And she's like, what are you going to do? What am I going to say? I say, whatever comes naturally. We're just here. I go live. We're very transparent. As you think, we speak from our hearts. We're authentic. And you just came down because I like you. We have the same message. And we want to get it out. And so I love people to use my platform to get their message out and share with the world things that they know, their knowledge. You've been around a long time. You've been in fitness and you're in health and you're a faith-driven woman. I know that. She brought us a book, you guys. We're going to go through some quotes that she had highlighted. So I'm like, let's just read them online. It's great. Let's just do this live. I haven't heard it myself, so I'm excited for that. And so what else? Tell me a little bit, like, what's your past? What's going on with you?
Well, my past is that I've always been interested in real whole foods since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And that was back in the days when Buddy Crocker and things like that were coming into fruition, convenience foods. And I just knew that I needed to eat real things from the earth.
At 5?
At 5.
Most 5-year-olds want candy.
I liked that
McDonald's,
too.
right?
I liked those things too when I was little. But then sometimes I just felt, nature. I was a nature girl, and I ended up in the backyard foraging asparagus. I crawled through a fence to forage wild asparagus and brought it home to my mom.
Are you serious?
And she was thrilled. So after that, I climbed a tree and got her some apples and brought those home. Brought wild currants, and I just found I was innate. I guess God gave me an innate knowing about real whole foods. And I even found chicory and knew that was good for me. So I brought that as
awesome.
well.
Awesome.
To name a few, there's more.
Well, I'm going to welcome her to the power seat. So we're going to play a quick video and jump in the power seat where we can we can sit down. We don't have to be on the red carpet this whole hour. At least we're not in high heels. Anyways, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. My ladies, you've got to join me on the Body Breakthrough Club. What is that? That is my private Facebook group just for you. It's where we get together as like-minded women that want to have a breakthrough with our bodies. Hello. So it's where we lose our belly, not our mind. I'll say that again. We lose our belly, not our mind, but we master our mind to lose our belly. So in the Body Breakthrough Club, you'll find me there. I post all my tips and tricks, some nourishing foods that you're going to want to eat. I've got supplements that you're going to want to take. I've got tips and tricks on some things that I do behind the scenes that I don't tell just everybody. So go in there, join us at the Body Breakthrough Club on Facebook. It's private. I do have to approve you, but it's a lot of fun. We're building it strong, and all my goodies will be in there. Some of the exercises are there. Some of our past 5-day challenges are in there, so don't miss out. Just join us. It's free. You can meet some friends. There's a lot of networking. I found a lot of the women in there have done business with each other, so you can network, sell, get your message out, and also learn a thing or two. So join me there. Body Breakthrough Club. Be strong, be fierce, and what? Be you. Boom. Have I got a gift for you? Ladies, please, if you are ready to make 2021 your breakthrough year, especially in your health and fitness, you've got to jump on a call with me. It is what? It's free. It's free for you. If you're listening to this right now, it's a $500 value. I give you 30 minutes of my time where I want to find out where you are, especially in your health. All right? I'm here to make health a habit and have your body breakthrough. I've got challenges and all kinds of stuff that's included. But get on the call with me so we can dive deep on where you are now and really find out where you want to be. Kind of get rid of some of those limiting beliefs, and you can realize that you deserve this. You are enough. It's your time. Okay, let's put yourself first. God first and then you, right? Let's prioritize this. Let's do it together. You have me. I've gotten results for women all over the world, and it's time to get results for you. To get scheduled for your call with me, that is free. Go to my website, please, laurenpowers.com. It's right there on the front page. Just fill it in and it will book you, and I give you 30 minutes of my undivided time and go deep with you. So let's do this together. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. And we're back. Can you guys hear me? Let me just mute that. All right, I'll get it. I'll get it. All right, Miss Laurie. I'm just gonna turn this off. Okay, we good. Power Hours back on. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. All right. So we've got Laurie. She's in the power seat. And let's just dive in because I know, like we said, we have so many things in common, and it starts with mindset. And I talk about that again so strongly because if you've ever been to a speaker event, every coach starts with what? Mindset. It doesn't matter what they're coaching on or what they're doing. It's always mindset first. And this is no different. And especially, there you go. Mindset is everything. And it really is, you guys. And, there's so many things like leadership programs, and there's so many different coaching programs. The internet is flooded with different modalities and things like that we can, invest in ourselves. And I'm really big on that. My whole thing now is branding. People are like, you are so brand. You saw my cars, the Harley, like all my stuff is totally branded. And I'm like, became the it girl in Hollywood, right? Because of who I am and how I branded myself. So now I'm personally helping women like yourself become the brand. Like, you are the brand, and then whatever you represent follows. So in your case, I know you represent Arbonne, right? Well, let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think representing Arbonne is more about representing health overall, and it's mainly because it's so clean. I've been searching for something very, very clean my whole life. It's something that works.
Starting at 5,
but yeah,
it's amazing.
So it's more about the overall. Well, we focus on the health of the mind,
okay,
the body, and the skin. That's what our trademark is for Arbonne.
Mind, body, and skin. I like that. Well, skin's our largest organ, right?
And I'm passionate about the health of all three of those.
Okay.
And I prayed for God to align me with a career that would be in alignment with everything that I stand for and everything that I love to share with people.
Perfect. Well, if you're out there listening, tell us what you guys stand for and what you'd like to hear. We have to see some comments. Hop on a call. Absolutely. So tell me more about, since you're 5, then you just decided that health is so important. You liked green vegetables. Obviously, most kids don't. Like, if there are moms out there, like, how would you introduce that and help moms get that mindset for their children? I think that would be something really good to know.
Well, I think for one of the things that you could do as a mother or a father, and if you can't do it yourself, start a garden. Start, my dad had a garden. He tried gardening, and it wasn't the most successful thing, but it got me interested in veggies, and the things that he pulled out of the earth and I tasted were just amazing. What happened for me is I had a fascination with foods and supplementation from a very young age, and ended up going to high school and not finding what I was passionate about. But after school, my friends would be at Jack in the Box or somewhere like that. My bestie, who I just saw this week, she and I would go to the health food store next door to the Jack in the Box and read books on nutrition and eat healthy foods and study the supplements and things like that.
Wow. So you did it together.
Yeah. And I think another thing that a parent could do for a child, and this is one of my favorite places to go, but I so love going to the local farmers markets.
Right. They're everywhere now.
I go on Saturday because that's one of my favorite ones, but I also love the Sunday one. So I go twice and I meet the best people there. And
again, that are like-minded
people.
Very conscious about their health and getting their nutrition and the nourishment from their food versus, eating empty food. So many things are not even real anymore.
Right.
GMO modified. There you go. So let's make health a habit. Yeah, this is one of my slides in my PowerPoint, and I try to really go into this, Laurie, is because I believe that the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe aren't what it used to be when we were kids back when, you know what I mean? It's just no way. Everything is so changed. So now we have to figure out the water. Like, I have a $4,000 water machine in my house because I drink a ton of water, right? So I drink the pH balanced alkaline water. And then the food, you can get it from a farmer's market type of thing, which I think that's the most nutritious, and you're going to get the most out of it, what you're putting in your body. But today's times, I think we're always in such a hurry, everything is fast, 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 like an Instagram. Like we want it done yesterday, and even for myself, I find when I just want to get food in me. Like you saw, I'm just like eating out the way, setting up the show. Like I just, you know, eating unless I'm at a social event is almost, it like takes time away from what I want to do. You know what I mean? So I have to force myself to sit down and actually have something nutritious. But it's a mindset what I'm putting in my body. And if you pray over your food too, I think, and you send some love into it, I think that really makes a difference.
Yes.
Don't you believe
I
that?
agree. Yeah.
And the bless it and thank the earth for making it or whatever. And hopefully it is good, nutritious food. But we're always in such a hurry. And fast food, I'm not a big fan of that. Do I eat it? Yes, I'm not. If I'm starving, sometimes I get hangry. I know for that, but my friends that used to hang out with me carried snacks in their purse because
I've got snacks in my cooler. I brought my cooler in the car, and I have cut up veggies and squashes and celery and carrots, and I brought some nuts and seeds and crackers and.
Perfect. So we're having lunch after this.
Yeah, we have a picnic outside.
There you go, in my beautiful backyard now. But so there you go. So if you, instead of running through a drive-through, your Jack in the Box, whatever, make healthier choices. And I think this is what it's all about. And I wanted to bring her on the show to kind of like tell us what she does and how she does it. And she feels good and you're healthy and you're avoiding this COVID thing. And, we're doing everything we can in our power to stay healthy. Again, it's making healthier choices, making health a priority, realizing that there's alternatives to some of the stuff that's out there. Don't let the media like freak you out and live in some faith. I think that's, again, we have that in common as well, because so many people I've seen out there and I'm still out and about. I just went to this huge, fashion show. There's like 1,000 people there. The weekend before I was at another event with 1,000 people there. So I'm out in the public. I feel protected now. I do have the antibodies and I don't know, I just pray about it. And this fear thing, I think replacing it with faith is just so critical, you guys. If you don't get anything out of this show, I think that would be our number one thing, is replace your fear with faith. Turn off the TV. Don't listen to all this crazy media. You can hear enough from just your personal friends. I mean, I've heard a lot of.
It's important you'll hear it out and about. I don't listen to any TV at all.
You see, there you go, another healthy mindset. People that I've been hanging out with, they don't even watch TV. I'm like, oh, did you see this or that or that? They're like, no, I don't watch TV. I don't even watch. I'm like, I don't either. I'm just on it.
There's nothing good on there.
I'm just on it.
I choose to write my own headlines.
There you go. Well, what is the headline of your topic?
You can't out exercise a bad diet.
You can't out exercise a bad diet. There you go. So back to how important. There you go. How important it is what we actually put in our mouth and being conscious of it, praying over it. What are your pronouns? I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
She. But yes, this whole diet thing, that's kind of my lane, obviously, hello. For the exercise part of it, as you know, she's like, I want to train with you, put me through a workout. Yeah, don't be freaked out, Bill. That's that's why we're here. We're just to share some information and just really give you some tidbits, make some better choices. But exercise is as important as the nutrition. But I think when you're competing, I've been in quite a few competitions. You see all my trophies here, quite a few competitions. I own a competition. They say the physique is designed in the kitchen. And basically it boils down to what you're putting in your mouth and how your body responds. And if you want 6-pack abs or whatever, you have to know what you're doing and have a balanced diet. And these are things I love to coach, especially women on, because I kind of know how to manipulate to, the carbs, the fats, and the proteins and all of that. So with some of your products, let's tell us about that. Like what's in them and what would you suggest people that are just regular day folk that don't have time to maybe cut up all the veggies and do this kind of thing? Like, what would you say?
Okay, well, two things that come to mind. If you want to talk about Arbonne, are you thinking about products?
Anything you want to talk about.
Okay, well, as far as products, I'll go with two things that I think are really good. When I don't have time, I have a protein shake that is whole foods. It's all whole food, and it has a ton of vitamins and minerals and nutrition in it. So that's a good thing to have, ready and to take with you.
I
And one
agree.
thing that I will never.
But you know what? Before we go on, there's so many. Look what the ingredients are in your protein shakes. There's a ton of them out there. The market's flooded with them. They've been wanting me to white label my own protein shake for years. I'm like, because there's just so many. But there's so many with filler. So I think you guys, that's huge. Look at the ingredients, and if you can't pronounce what's in there,
right,
you probably don't want to put it in your body.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, let's just get real, right? I mean, there's some well-known brands that aren't so well for your body.
Right. No,
honestly, no, there is. I have quite a few in my garage. I just haven't even. I looked at it. I'm like, I don't want to put that in my body, even though I've got for free. Yeah. People give me everything, right, to try and endorse and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, not going to happen. Yeah, really. And I haven't even given it away. I just have tons of it. I guess in a pinch, if I can't get any protein, it's better than nothing. But just be careful with your proteins. And so she's saying it's a Whole Foods in the powder.
It's all Whole Foods. It's made with Whole Foods. So that's the only one I'll use.
Okay.
I used to take another shake a long time ago, and it made me sick. I didn't feel good, and I didn't understand why. And it had something that I'm allergic to in it.
And so, that's. I rest my case.
It begins with a W and ends with a Y, so I don't take that.
Okay. Well, so I'll say whey protein. There's there's also soy protein. There's egg. There's plant. So you have to know your body, and that's another thing too. You guys get to know what nutrition, basically how your body responds to different nutritional things that you're putting into your body. Because what's good for her may not be good for me, or vice versa. Like this keto diet, that's not for everybody. It just isn't. There's been a lot of people that got sick and all these things. And then there's other people that have lost a ton of weight. So it's a personal thing. Our bodies are a machine. They're very unique. My DNA is different than hers. We're all unique. That's why, I endorse Euphoria. I don't know if we can put that up on the slide, euphoriascience.com/Lauren Powers. You guys go to that. I endorse this product because why? Yeah, I'm a celebrity ambassador for the company because it's based on science. So you swab your cheek, you send in the swab into the lab, and then you get this 40-page report and breaks it all down, whether you got the snippets from both your parents, one of your parents, or you don't carry it at all. And then they custom make the supplement for you. It's fantastic. And it takes the guesswork out of what I'm putting in my body, because I have like 50,000 supplements, right? My whole cupboard's full. I have no food. It's all, all pills and powders and all kinds of stuff. But especially when I travel, all I have to do is take one thing. And then I know I have that mindset that I'm giving my body exactly the right amount of supplement and the nutrition for me based on science. And so I love that. I just love that. So you guys, there's a different, like I said, there's different things. Like she's got a protein powder that's all whole food. I have a DNA supplement. I call it my red carpet VIP of supplements because it takes the guesswork out of nutrition. And I just love that. It's one thing. I've got everybody that will listen on it. Really. That's because I believe in it, and I only endorse and represent products and companies that either I personally use, I have to use it, but I like it and I get results. That's the thing. I've been on Euphoria for over a year now, and I really don't push it. I'm just sharing you guys. I'm just sharing information, whether you want to try it or not. The link is there. But people that see me, they're like, God, you've been, so you look so great. You're so healthy. And, we're not 20 years old anymore. But you know what? I've never felt better.
I feel like it. I feel like I am
20 years old. Exactly.
A lot of energy.
Yes, you do. I know. That's why I was attracted to you too. We go to the same networking meetings, and I'm like, she comes right up to me, blah, 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 back, we go back and forth. And, it's just an equal exchange of energy. And again, we're not kids. And I think that says a lot. So if you're listening, or you're one of my viewers, or you're tuning on to, Laurie's website, just know that there are things that you can do and knowledge that you can obtain that can level up your fitness and your health and your nutrition. There just is. And like I said earlier on the red carpet, now more than ever is so important, you guys. It just is. If I got it, anybody can get it. That's how I look at it, because I'm probably the healthiest person I know. And this thing doesn't discriminate. I talked about that in one of my COVID stories, that it doesn't matter what gender, what race, how your age, your financial status, it does not care. It just doesn't. So we have to be healthier now than ever.
Yeah, we have to be proactive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so, I love that you're carrying a cooler full of veggies, and I'm sure you got it at the farmer's market, so they're totally
Yes, it is.
nutrition. Yeah, I can't wait to taste it. I'm sure it tastes different than, lack of pesticides and some things like that. You just got to be careful where you shop and what you buy.
Yeah.
Really, the foods are not the same. I mean, it's just not, and I don't eat perfectly. I eat the best I can because I'm a woman on the go, and I'm at events and I'm here and there, but I try to make, I make healthier choices.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Do I eat a piece of pizza? Yes.
Nothing wrong with that sometimes, right?
No, because I know my metabolism. And I know, that I can offset it with, again, the mindset, the exercise, the water. And let's talk about your detox. And you said something about cleansing, because I think that is a huge thing.
Yeah. I used to try to out exercise a bad diet, and it wasn't okay. Here's what the deal was with me. I was eating a lot of really good whole foods. I loved salads. I was eating a lot of veggies and things like that. Eating, lean proteins and things like that. Eating good, but I always went out and I made bad choices here and there, and thought, okay, but I work out every day, and I do 45 minutes on that Stairmaster. Well, that was like out exercising a bad diet. So what happened is I went through a cleanse, and it was a real whole foods cleanse, and it was about giving up a few things, not very many.
Like what?
Gluten, dairy, soy, whey.
Just a few.
Gluten, dairy, soy, peanuts, alcohol, sugar, and refined foods, or processed foods.
So it's basically everything.
and sugar. No, there was a lot of real.
No,
foods.
I know. I've done the same things.
Yeah.
I've done the liver cleanse 3 times.
I did that, and
yeah, it's no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar.
We have caffeine.
You did? Well, mine was no caffeine, no alcohol, no dairy, no gluten, and no sugar. It was supposed to be 21 days. I did it like 35 because I felt so good on it.
Yeah, I've done it for years now, pretty much, except for I still have something sometimes.
That's so great.
But what I noticed,
discipline.
What I noticed after I went through that was after I incorporated certain things back, I found out why I always felt like I was catching the flu and getting sick and having chills and aches. That was because dairy is not something I should ever have.
There you go. Know your body.
Yeah, and I recently had a little bite of cheese when I was out with a friend, and oh my gosh,
just a bite,
and it was a sheep cheese, and the next day I did not feel good.
Really?
So no dairy for me, and unless I want to suffer.
And so it's a choice. It comes down to choices.
So you put things back in and test it, and then the other thing too, I put gluten back in. And for me, gluten is not the best
like
thing.
Bread or pastas or like what?
I had some bread. And
okay.
The next day I had severe brain fog. Just felt, I was at my desk like, what am I doing? And then I started itching. My legs started itching. Well, I broke out in a patch of eczema. So that's, I can have gluten, but it's not as bad, but it's not a good thing for me.
Well, it's not a good thing for a lot of people.
Right.
So there's a lot of products that you find that's their marketing gluten-free.
Mm-hmm.
You see that because I think so many people are finally aware.
But if you eat real whole foods, you don't have to worry about gluten. Right?
Boom. There you go. Yes, I wish we could have some questions here. If you guys, even on the replay, if you're watching this, we get a lot more on a replay.
Yeah, not everybody can be on at this time of day, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but we're here. And it doesn't matter. My energy is if we're talking to one person or 1 million, it doesn't matter because we just want to get the information out. It lives there. It's on my YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you guys go to YouTube and search Lauren Powers, please. I've got so much information on there. I've got all my body breakthrough. I believe you've been on some of my
yes. I've worked out with her.
Yeah.
But not in person, not yet.
Yes, on my challenge. Yeah. So the Body Breakthrough Challenge. We have another one coming up on the middle of November. I believe it's November 15th through the 19th. We'll have another 5-day challenge. So put that in your calendar. You two out there, people put down for 5 days. It's a faith-filled workout this time. And we have a fashion show, and we have, we pray every day, and we'll have different guests coming out to work out with me. And I'll be giving a lot of new exercises just to keep in shape, you guys, something you can do at home. That's the thing. And also my, because I know you always ask me, my home power workout, the Powers Home Workout. I think we have a slide on that. That's coming soon. We have that, Mr. Raleigh producer. There you go. There's the home workout. So you can get a complete workout with just a mat, a ball, and maybe some hand weights. That's really all you need. And I can show you a complete workout with just those pieces of equipment, which you can do anywhere, anytime, no excuses, you guys. There's places to get beautiful food. I love the farmers market idea. I think there's one just up the street from me. So they're everywhere, you guys. If you haven't found where it's at, just Google it or look in your area or ask your community where they're setting up, because one, we want to support them, the farmers, right?
Local farmers, yeah.
We want to support them, but we also want to support our bodies.
Yes.
Right. Really, at the end of the day, we want to be giving ourselves some, the healthiest things we can. And I know that's my thing is I'm by myself. So buying all this food, like at Costco or something, I never eat it. And then I feel bad because it'll go bad. So I'm guilty too, just as guilty. I try to eat the best I can. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But am I aware of it? Yes. And I don't have some of the issues. So I'm lucky. I think with my DNA product and all these things that I do with the water I drink and the food and just trying to stay as healthy as I can and get a lot of sunshine is I don't think I'm allergic to anything really. Just a good time. No, I live for that. I should say I'm not allergic to it. Gosh, what else? Let's look at this book. You brought us the book here.
Yeah, I'm big on mindset. So one thing I did want to mention nutrition wise.
Yes, please.
First, before I finish that part, is definitely my stomach and gut area just changed dramatically when I started taking a prebiotic, probiotic with digestive enzymes. And when you clean out your diet, your gut will heal. Well, your gut's responsible for 80% of your immune system, your mindset, your sleep, your mood, and other things that, so many things. So much responsible for your health. The other thing I've always been a big personal growth person, and I love reading about mindset. And I'm studying the mind a lot right now. And I got this book, and it's showing forwards. It's called Working with the Law, but with Raymond Hollywell, and it's faith-based.
Okay, awesome.
But it's also science-based, I believe. And it's got a lot of little snippets, and I'm highlighting lots of things in here right now. So beautiful. I just got it. I've just started it. But one thing I read, and I really think we should be more in faith than in fear.
Yes.
And it says here, I highlighted it, fear can do so much to us that we should be more careful and what we fear and what we worry about. So don't always be afraid of these things. He goes on to say that do not fear the flu, and this is in capitals. It was a caption of an article written by a local doctor who explained that fear was the greatest enemy of mankind. Well, what does the news do every day?
Yes, fill us with fear.
And that it would have a tendency to break down a person's mental resistance and make him more susceptible to disease. So anyway, fear puts you in stress, puts you in that flight or flight method, that mindset.
That's right.
And, we're running around in fear all the time, and we get stressed out. And that's when I get sick. When I get sick, if I ever do, very, very seldom. But it's been when I've been really stressed out, and then I don't sleep well because I'm worried and I'm in fear. So
sleep, you guys.
This was written years ago when an epidemic plague was going on, and it was written by a local doctor in this town that he's talking about.
Really? So we're back in that again. The pandemic, epidemic, pandemic.
Itself, yeah.
Well, yeah. History
repeats itself.
It does. Yeah. It does. And I think we have to be aware. And the more knowledge we can get, be careful what you listen to too. There's always three sides to every story, right? This side, in the middle. And, I try to listen to both, and I'm not far this way or far this way. I really just like to have knowledge and information, and then I can make a personal choice how I choose to live my life. Literally, I think it just boils down to that. These forced things and things that are out there right now. Just be careful, you guys. Honestly, just there's a lot of information. Do your research. I think if you're going to say anything here, is do your research before you make a decision on anything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's protein powder, a jab or shot, whatever that may be, especially now.
And where you shop and things like that.
Right now, where you're buying your food, what restaurants you're going to, what you're ordering from the menu. I've been with some friends, they want to make healthier choices. They just don't know. So you can educate yourself or talk to a nutritionist or, talk to me or whatever to help just make better choices. Again, I'm not perfect. Sometimes at these events, I'm like, don't watch me. Do as I say, not as I do. because I live life. I believe in balance. You know,
Yeah.
I work so hard and I put so much into people and I give. But you know, sometimes I like to take like I got to take a day off last week and go wakeboarding with dolphins. I mean, who gets to do that?
That'll take your stress away.
Yes, again. So she was talking about stress, and that, you guys, is huge. I've been in a couple of stressful situations with, you know, on big TV shows. I've got 7 people for 9 hours in my home for 5 days in a row, trying to, you know, filming my lifestyle, whatever. So stressed out and not sleeping well, and um, I end up getting a, you know, vertigo. That's how stress affects me. And so I know, because it's been a common thing. If I got too much going on, I get overwhelmed with whatever. Usually there's huge things that warrant stress, but that affects my vertigo and the dizziness. You know, it just does. It was awful. I had a thing that happened to my eyesight at one point. I was doing all this investing in real estate and all the finance when the 08 and 9 happened and all that stuff. I was just so stressed out. It affected my eyes. I couldn't see. I just went to every neurologist and eye tests and stuff all over. It's in my book. The whole story is in my book. And it ended up being just financial stress.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. It affected my eyes. I couldn't even see. It was crazy. Where I could see, but I couldn't drive a car. I couldn't get around. It was like, oh, it was just crazy. So our bodies are telling us what's going on the inside.
Listen to your body.
You have to listen. That's just it. So it will tell you. It really will. For me, I went to, you know, the specialist, whatever, and he's like, you're so strong willpowered that the only way like God could affect you is through your eyes. So you could see that there was a problem. Like really just for me to slow down, reevaluate, and reduce that stress level. But a lot of people that, you know, that come to me too that are overweight, it's because they're highly stressed in their profession. They produce cortisol,
yes,
right, which produces fat, and then that visceral fat around the organs. People always have that belly fat, and you know, especially women 40, 50 plus, who I love to work with, have these issues, right? And it's because usually the stress. So you guys, you need to reduce the stress, increase your sleep, change your supplements, drink lots of water, stay hydrated. And these things, I should say them easily, but are they really easy to do? Not always. But you have to have that mindset. And you have to make a decision that, one, you're worth it. I talk about this a lot. You talk about mindset. Is a lot of women, they like, well, I don't have time for myself. I put everyone in front of me.
You've got to take time for yourself. You have to.
Right? See?
If you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of anybody else?
Thank you. Right? It's the oxygen mask comes down. Mm-hmm. Who do you put it on first? You know, your kid or your friends or you, right? Because if you go down, everyone else suffers. But so many women, I think by nature, we're nurturers. So we want to take care of everybody else, and then we're last on the totem pole.
Take care of ourselves first and then take care of everybody else.
Boom.
So we can.
You didn't hear it from me. They hear from me every week.
She didn't tell me to say that either.
Yeah, I'll pay you later. No, but it's so true, you guys. It's true, and it changes everything. It just does, and it's not being selfish. And I love to always say that so women can understand, and they have to really stop and think about that. That we know they love their kids and their husband and their homes and their jobs and all these things. Yes, goes without saying. But if you stop and think, if something happened to you, who's going to suffer? All those people that you care about and have been putting first before yourself, they're going to suffer. So it's backwards thinking. That's why you have to change that mindset that you are worth it. You deserve it. You have to put yourself first, and that you are enough, and make health a priority, make it a habit. There's things that, you know, Laurie's been doing the company called Arbonne for years because it's mind, body, and skin. I love that. Mm-hmm. And take care of yourself and feel good on the outside, but the inside is more important.
Also, what you put on your outside to nutrify your body, that affects your health as well, because it goes in your bloodstream in 26 seconds.
26 seconds. Now that I did not know. See, I learned stuff on every show.
If you put toxic skincare on your skin or clean with toxic products, it'll go right into your bloodstream.
Lovely.
So another thing.
Even the water when you're showering, yes, like the water goes into filters. Right. I have a filter that goes through my whole house, and the sink, the water I drink. It's like, these things are investments, and I get that. All these things, a lot of them aren't, you know, cheap or free. But what's your health worth? I'm just saying.
Without your health, what have you got?
That's my other saying. Without health, what is your wealth?
Okay.
Right? I mean, when I had COVID myself, I was sitting here and it didn't matter. I could have been, I tell this all the time, could have been in a, $100 million mansion with helicopters and limousines and Lamborghinis and Porsches, whatever, Bentleys out front, and none of it would have mattered because I couldn't get off my couch and barely get out of my bed. So I thought about that every day. I'm like, it makes you think like all this stuff that we try to strive to get more things and all this stuff, especially where we live. Right? It's like I love nice things, but it's not worth it at the cost of your health.
Yeah.
So instead of buying a brand new car or whatever, I buy water systems and yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's true, because I know if I go down, then nothing happens. Like I'm the rock of all of it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've got to take care of yourself, guys. I don't know how many stories we can keep talking about, but let's hear some more from this book because I really like where you're going with this.
Okay. I don't know. Should I pick something random that
just,
I highlighted?
Yeah, that's how we're supposed to with the Bible, right? Just open it up and there you go.
Well, this is about the law of thinking, and it starts out with, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And that's Proverbs 23:7. So the progress of an individual is largely determined by his ruling mental state, because the mind is a basic factor and governing power of the entire life of man. I just thought that was important, and I thought I should highlight it. And
read the Proverbs again, the scripture.
As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
There you go.
So if you think you're healthy,
that's right.
You're healthy. I think about health. I don't fear this COVID thing. God forbid if I get it, but it.
I was never afraid of it either, even when I did have it.
I may have had it. I had something that knocked me
probably
out for about 4 or 5 days
before it was popular.
Yeah, well, twice. Yeah, something happened to me, which is unusual. But I don't know,
because we're so healthy. That's why it's such a weird thing. I didn't get it
tested, but it knocked me out. But anyway,
I'm sure.
I think about health. I think about what can I do to be healthy. What can I eat to, like I was had something this summer, and it actually was like, well, what can I do to make this better? So I had different things and different foods that I like, and I made a soup, a bone broth soup of all veggies with it.
Perfect.
What can I do to make myself better? And then I'd lay down and sleep.
And rest. Yeah. Yes, you guys, rest are so important.
I think it was just, my higher power telling me just to lay down and rest, take it easy.
You have to listen. I do the same thing because I go. You can ask my mom. She's like, that's kind of my routine. I go full speed ahead, and then all of a sudden my body just goes, boom, and I'm done.
Your body will tell you.
It tells you. Oh, yeah, I'll just lay down and I'll be out. Like, it doesn't matter what time of day, whatever, I'll just go down. And that's okay. Then I wake up and I'm completely refreshed and refueled and ready to rock again. So, but you got to listen. If I push through, then that's when you lower your immune system and you have, opportunity to get ill. Mm-hmm. And we don't want those opportunities coming in.
No, we don't want that.
Let's read another one.
Okay.
I like this stuff.
Here's something.
And if you guys have any comments or anybody want to chime in, ask Laurie any questions about nutrition, let us know. We're here for you.
Okay, we cannot think of plenty when we worry about unfavorable conditions that may seem apparent. So say you look in your bank account and you see that you're really, really low or maybe even overdrawn. Well, you can't really attain plenty, or you have to think of plenty, and you have to trust and have faith that things will be okay.
Absolutely.
That's the way I take that.
Yep. Okay. Susan says, love seeing you sharing about health and fitness. Definitely listening to your bod. That's right, Susan. Listen to the bod. It will talk to you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll do one more. Let's see.
I like the scriptures.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Is it one of every chapter?
Not every single one, but if it doesn't, I haven't finished this yet. Okay, here's the one about the law of increase. Let everything that hath breath praise the law, which is the Lord. Praise the Lord. And that's Psalm 150.
Nice. Praise the Lord.
So I just got this book. I have not read anything past this page.
Okay.
But I can't wait.
Yes. That's a good book.
Yeah. So it says what must be getting hungry. It says what we believe in is that determines what we shall see. In other words, believing is seeing, and that's about talking about faith, having
Faith.
faith. So, say your bank
I got to
account,
share my.
your bank account may be a little, yeah, your bank account may be a little low, but believe that you're going to be taken care of.
That's
And so
right.
that's having the faith.
And not stress.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to do the work, you guys. This thing,
Yes,
we
that
can
doesn't
talk.
mean just, yeah.
Yeah, we have. There's, we can manifest things. I'm the queen of manifestation. Absolutely, I have stories beyond stories about that. If I just think of things, I swear it will happen. But I also do the work. You have to take do the legwork, to take the steps, follow the strategy, have a plan, whatever it is to get to where you want to be. Just in anything, it just doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we like to think it's that easy, but there's no magic pill.
It's
like
not just like that.
You can't just wish yourself healthy. You have to do the work. You have to make the investments. You have to get the supplements. You have to eat the right foods. You have to take time to sleep. You have to drink the right water. I mean, there's all these things that you need to do, but they're available to us. You just have to make that decision, take a stand, and take action. Boom.
Right.
Right?
I agree.
Yes, that's it. That's as simple as it gets. It's on my website, steps 1, 2, 3. And it's for a strategy for anything in life, not just health and wellness. It's just for anything you want to do. There it is. Make a decision, and I go into that quite deeply with my clients that they have to realize that they're worth it, because I've heard so many things. Oh, I'm too fat. I'm too old. I don't have time. All of that. We come to the point at the end of it. Right. That's the faith and fitness routine right there, to have my clients realize that they deserve it, they are worth it, and this has to be done, because especially now more than ever. I mean, people should be chatting me up right now going, how do I get healthier? What do I do? I mean, how do I get more Arbonne? Whatever it is, I mean, you guys should be just going, oh my gosh, help us, because the fight is on. It's time to step it up. If you're not already at the level of health and wellness that you want to be, it's time. Step it up. There are ways to do this. We have strategies, we have plans, we have coaching, we have ways to get in shape. I'm having challenges coming up. I'm doing everything I personally can for not only myself, but my whole mission is to coach others and level up their fitness. I mean, that's what I live for, because otherwise that would be selfish on my part. I talk about that. I think that was in the video they played earlier. If I didn't share my knowledge and my wellness journey and my experiences through how I've become who I am, then that would be selfish. So I'm all about, just giving information. I'm doing this show, just to have people like Laurie on as my guest, to share her wealth of knowledge. And you can see she's living in her truth and staying healthy, doing everything she can. She searches out products, searches out food. You take care of yourself. You put God first. That's what we have mainly in common.
Every morning, first thing.
First thing. That's right. Before you even get out of bed, you guys, thank God for that you woke up,
Yeah.
and that you're breathing. Right, you're sucking oxygen, as my pastor says. You're doing good. But you need to put Him first and do His will as well, and live in gratitude. This is my whole thing. That sign in my other room I'm going to show you says, grateful. And it's right in my face every single day. Every time I walk by, I look at that and say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for what you've given me. I'm blessed with so many things. And I just focus on what I do have instead of focus on what I don't have. Because I find so many people look at all of what's going on and, oh man, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. And they compete with, especially women. They look at other women and compete against them.
Comparison
and compare.
Is the thief of all joy.
Thank you. That steals your joy. That is so true. And why do that? No, be happy for people that have more. There's always going to be people that have more, and there's always going to be people that have less. Mm-hmm. So you need to be grateful where you are, whether it doesn't even matter what it is. You even talk to homeless people, they're grateful that they're alive and they're, they have one of those tents. I mean, really, I've talked to a lot of homeless people and it's amazing because you don't know their struggle. We just judge them that they must be, mentally crazy or drug addicts or something. But no, there's people that have lost their homes because of crazy, events that are happening right now, and lost their jobs, and people are losing their jobs right now because of this mandate thing. The pilots, the firefighters. I was listening to all the stuff all night last night. All these people are trying to collaborate together to have a choice for themselves instead of being forced.
Yeah, exactly.
This is very serious stuff, you guys. We can dive into that later, but this right now is just, again, keep your clarity, keep your mind straight. Put health and wellness at the top of your food chain after God, of course. I say that every single thing. Faith first, and then your fitness, and everything else
And then
levels
your
up.
food. Faith, fitness, food.
Faith, fitness, and food. I love it. Perfect. Another F. And then family, of course.
Yeah,
Family, fun. To be fabulous, fit, fierce,
Yes.
fantastic. We have all the F's. The new F word. So if anybody has any questions or anything, we're almost at the top of the hour. I just got a couple housekeeping things that I'd like to share. One is if you'd like to be a guest in the power seat, like Laurie, interviewed on the red carpet here in my home. I have the instant studio experience. There you go. So you just go to the Power Hour TV. That's powerhourtv.com/guest. And if you just fill out the application and send it in, my team will look at it and we'll get you on the calendar. We're filling up fast, you guys. The Power Hour is taking off. We're on all the platforms. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, because we are everywhere. There you go. The YouTube channel, just search Lauren Powers or Lauren Powers 10. It comes right up. Please subscribe. Hit the red button there so you don't miss of any of my challenges coming up, any of the power hours. There may be guests that you would like to hear from. We record all of these. They're all there. And my previous body breakthroughs that you were one of our
those
attendees.
Are so fun too.
Thank you. Yes. I just make those up as I go.
Yeah.
And they work. They're tough. There you go. That was the belly, booty, and body breakthrough.
I remember that. I did that one.
You did this one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. We hit it pretty good. But it's fun. It's, again, we got to stay in shape. And the better we take care of our health, the more energy we have, the more confidence we build. And then the more money we can make, like all these things, and we get more clients, whatever it takes. Yes, Susan loves the Power Hour. Thank you. Yeah, lots going on, you guys. So we got the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't got a copy of my book, it did go #1 in 11 countries internationally. It's called Beneath the Muscle, Unleash Your Inner Champion, because I believe we're all champions. So I've got digital copies right there. Get your free signed copy from me at beneaththemuscle.com. If you're listening on the podcast, podcasts are everywhere. Google, Apple, you're going to be everywhere. We stream on Apple, on Apple and Amazon and Spotify, Pandora. We're everywhere.
How exciting.
Yes. There you go. And Amazon Music. And I have the Audible as well. So yeah, we're going for it. So if you want to be a guest, let me know. Fill out that form for us. And there you go. If you'd like to dive deeper, you guys, we covered, kind of surface the topics here about how important this stuff is. But if you really want to dive deeper and you want me to help you a little bit how to level up your health and wellness, just jump on a call with me. It's free. It's, it's a $500 value. And I love to give this to my listeners and to my viewers. And hop on and let me see how I can help you. There's so many ways. If I can't help you, believe me, I know somebody that can. This is what I do. I know a lot of people. So in this industry, especially, and everybody has their special little niche in their lane. So I'd love to hop on a call with you. Please jump on that. It's free. The link is in the chat. There you go. Or just scan the QR code. It works. You just put your phone up there on photo. Boom. You get the QR code if you don't know how to do that. It's super easy. We'd love to hear from you. And what else? Anything else you'd like to add?
I have one last thing to say. And
you could say a lot.
If any of the viewers would like 10 tips on how to live a healthier lifestyle, with not that much time, or places where you can shop, places that I recommend, foods that I think are great, things that you could do. Like I call it road food. I have road food with me today.
Road food, I love it.
Things that you can do just to make your
life I'm always easier, on the road.
And which farmers markets maybe to go to or where to shop. I love to help with those things. So I'd be more than happy to do a call as well. And I don't know if you can type my number in the chat or just
Bradley, our producer, can.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's 619 850 2134.
2134. He'll probably put it up in the comments.
And then,
there.
Another thing too is my Instagram's got a lot of healthy tips on it. It's called Living Healthy with Laurie. So at Living Healthy with Laurie, Laurie.
Perfect.
So I love to do helpful. I love to help people.
That's why you're here, girlfriend.
Nutrition and mindset and skin health are my passions.
Awesome. And
fitness.
I'm going to get a little facial, I think, right?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So there you go. There's your information right there. See how good he is?
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Is that right? Everything's good?
That's right. Yeah, it's great.
You see? That's why he gets the big bucks.
Thanks, Raleigh.
All right, you guys, we're going to let you go. It's almost at the top of the hour here. I want to respect everyone's time. Again, if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and make some comments. We'll go back to them. Laurie will also look and answer anything. If you want to get together with her, you have the number and her Instagram. Please follow her. She's got a lot of tips and good things. There you go. At Living Healthy with Laurie. That's Laurie. I love that.
Laurie and Lauren.
Laurie and Lauren show. That's right. The LMP show right there.
I'm LMP as well.
That's hilarious. Yes, I told you we had a lot in common.
Probably sisters, right?
Could be. There you go. Follow Laurie. I love it. All right, you guys. It's been amazing. I'm going to go get my facial now with Miss Laurie and have some of her road food.
Right. I've got road food for you.
Thank you. I love it. See, I make my guests feed me. Just kidding. Anyways, it's so great to be here. Another episode of the Power Hour. I'm your host, Lauren Powers, Lauren M. Powers, your faith and fitness queen. And again, if you'd like to be a guest on my show, just let us know with thepowerhourtv.com/guest. And until then, be strong, be fierce, and be you. We do it together. Boom. We'll do it again. Be strong, be fierce. No, be fierce.
Be fierce.
Include its fit. And be you.
And be you.
Boom.
Boom.
We'll rehearse that later.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Love you so much. God bless you. Again, thank God every day that you're here and be grateful for what you do have. Bless you all. Lauren Powers, we are out. My COVID story.
Story in 5, 4, 3, 2.
You guys, can I just be vulnerable? Maybe get a little emotional. I'm just thinking about this and be humble with you guys. You guys know me as I'm being transparent. And I have a story that I just experienced, and it's my COVID experience. And I'm here to share with you guys that this thing, whatever it is, virus, whatever you want to call it, bioweapon, I don't know, but it is no joke. I'm probably the healthiest person that I know, and this thing did not discriminate. It does not care how wealthy you are, what gender you are, what race you are, where you live, how old you are, or how healthy you are. It can take you down. And I'm here. I survived it. It was very scary. I was alone. I was quarantined. I was probably a good 3 weeks. I didn't eat, you guys, for 6 days. I literally, from my health history on the internet, I was from 173 pounds. I went down to 141, something like that. You can do the math. That's a lot. And I'm a champion bodybuilder, so this is like very devastating for me. It was probably the most frightening thing because you don't know what's happening. I was like out of body. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone or something. It was just the weirdest thing. Just going to the mailbox was like a big event. So you can see I got super skinny. But I reached out at the end after week 2. I finally had to tell some people that I was sick. I couldn't make it to church. I couldn't spend time with my family. We had a year's in advance planning for my entire family to come out. My chosen sister took everybody on her boat to Catalina on this 5-star vacation. I couldn't go because I was sick. I literally got casted in a feature film. The director's calling me personally going, here's your booking, Wardrobe was calling me for my fitting, and I had to tell them, no, I got COVID, you guys. I can't come to set. And of course, Hollywood, you always have to have COVID tests ahead of time. Anyways, I missed out on so many things by being ill. But the point of this is not for you guys to feel sorry for me. The point of this whole message is to really dive deeper into my messaging to share how important it is to take your health seriously and make it a priority. You guys, if I wasn't as healthy as I was, I probably would have ended up in the hospital on a respirator and probably could have died. Okay, that's happening to people all over the world, as you know. You see it on the news every minute. But that didn't happen to me. I got the proper medication. I took care of myself. I did the C, the D3, the zinc, the
Curcurin, I don't even know how to say it. And then a doctor put me on ivermectin, which I think that saved my life. But I went into this thing as healthy as can be, because I put health as a habit and make it a priority in my life. So I'm here as your coach, as your friend, as your mentor, as someone that's here to support you in your journey of getting yourself back mentally and physically into shape, to making yourself a priority, because you are worth it. Okay? Everybody's making everything else a priority. Their kids, their husband, their home, their family, their business, their networking group, all these things, speaking engagements, whatever it is, coaches out there. I hang out with a lot of women professionals that are so busy building their business that they forget about what? Themselves. You guys, you have it backwards. Think of the oxygen mask thing. You've got to make yourself a priority. In my case, I put faith first and then my fitness. And I'm just humbly sharing this with you from my heart, because I care about people and I want you guys to take this seriously. I want to help you. I have so many tips and tricks behind the scenes that I can do and share with you. If you do get COVID, I can help you. If you don't want to get it, I can help you. If you just want to level up your fitness, I can help you. If you want to just change your mental mindset and become a better version of yourself from the inside out, I can help you. If you want to talk about faith, I can help you. I want to pray for you. Anyways, my name is Laurie Powers. I am a faith and fitness queen. I am your new friend, your new coach, and I've got your back, you guys. You do not want to get this. So please, I pray for you. Put your faith first and your fitness in second, in that priority, and then everything else levels up. With that, you be strong, be fierce, and from my heart, be you. Boom.